Why don't they just let Perez race Max? Well, Sergio Perez burst onto the scene in 2011, joining Sauber and performing so well that he was chosen to replace Lewis Hamilton at McLaren when the Brit left for pastures more German. Weighed down by the pressures of replacing Britain's brightest at one of the most successful teams in the sport's history back when McLaren was still fast, the Mexican Tom Cruise collapsed under the pressure and pretty much sucked before McLaren pulled the trigger and tossed him aside. Now that was ages ago, and Perez has since proven himself as, at the very least, in the second highest bracket of Formula 1 drivers, definitely on a par with the Sainzes, Bottases and Gaslys of the world, but possibly below the Max, Lewis and Alonso bracket. So why not let him race Max then? If he's thought to be slower anyway, what's the problem? Well, let's first establish if he is indeed slower than the King of Orange. First we have to look at wins. Now Max has had the better car for longer and has been the undisputed number one driver despite what anybody says when they've had the same car. So obviously Jos's greatest achievement wins this by 37 wins to 5 as of April 2023. Lap times in 2023 is rather close. But Perez also doesn't have the greatest record against teammates. At McLaren, Jenson Button beat him rather easily. At Force India it was tight between himself and but Perez did solidly beat Ocon and Dad's Cash. Max of course has had no troubles with any teammate bar Ricciardo right at the start of his career, and I imagine that might have been before he hit puberty. So why does Horner not let him have a go? He doesn't seem to be in Max's class. Historical precedent, that's why. I know the Drive to Survive generation knows bugger all about Formula 1 history. But what happened when McLaren had Senna and Prost, the two greatest drivers in the sport arguably? Mansell might disagree, Piquet might disagree. But what happened when they were both at McLaren? They broke records, but look at what they did to each other.
Prost takes the lead, it's happened. Alain Prost has taken the advantage. Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's happened immediately. This is amazing. Senna goes off at the first corner, but what has happened to Prost?
McLaren again had Hamilton the rookie and Alonso the two-times champion, and it ended up costing them the title in 2007 when they let them race each other, with the two of them stealing points of each other all season, allowing Kimi to steal Ferrari's last, well, hopefully not forever, last title. Hamilton and Rosberg at Mercedes had equal billing, and they did this. They won everything, but they tried to destroy each other.
Yeah, there's a smaller gap on the left than it was the right, so I went for the right one. So, and then next thing is, him spinning on the grass and taking me out.
Do you think he was fair with you?
I'm not going to get into that.
Vettel and Webber at Red Bull had equal billing, in theory, and this happened.
Look, Seb's a world-class driver. We've had a lot of history in the past, obviously.
What the f*** are we doing here? What is stupid action? I'm going home.
Unfortunately, there's no rewind button now, so the scenario is a bit more challenging for certain people.
So then why doesn't Horner let them dice? Well, because obviously he set up his team to be a vehicle to get the most out of Max. Verstappen is the point of the spear, and Perez, Tsunoda, Gasly, Ricciardo, or whoever the hell they put in the second car is nothing more but the handle. Horner learned these lessons from history, and along with the likes of Toto Wolff, won't repeat the same mistakes made by the Ron Dennises or even Horner himself. Red Bull is a well-oiled, totally dominant, Adrian Newey-inspired machine, and in my opinion, they would never be daft enough to create a situation where the junior teammate costs the Verstappen teammate vital championship points. Yeah, I hate it. I've loved McLaren since the days of Prost and Senna trying to wipe each other out. But it makes no sense business-wise. Red Bull is a brand and success is demanded. Fans can cry and Ferrari can claim their drivers have equal billing till the pigs fly. It won't change the fact that there is simply no way Red Bull will allow anything to get in the way of winning, and winning as often as possible. And that's my take on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider pressing that sub button. We have new content every week, sometimes lots of times a week. It depends on how much time I have and what happens. Have a look at our channel, there's a lot on offer, some cool new shorts as well. Have a look. Some stuff serious, some's not serious, maybe you have a laugh. Anyways, thanks for coming by. Hope to hear from you again. God bless and goodbye.